The cold, hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
What? How? How did they make it through? That was intense? Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Oh no. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got any of us. It got in any of us. It didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone want to blow something up out here? One way to find out, I suppose. We've got to catch up to 𝖘𝖘𝖈. I think he went this way. Catch up to Mr. 𝖘𝖘𝖈. Where is this? This kind of looks like... Where are we? How are they not freezing? Oh yeah, this kind of looks like Beacon Pines, but like a frozen version. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time, 𝖘𝖘𝖈 is getting away. Oh, it does kind of look like it. Oh, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed of all things Beacon Pines, but this does look some sort of frozen replica of town. Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. 𝖘𝖘𝖈 is an alien. Rollo, stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all. The final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into Beacon Pine citizens for their choosing. You never really had me. But you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. Can I interact with anything here though? It does look like Beacon Pines. But like it looks different too, you know?
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. 𝖘𝖘𝖈 inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild.
Oh.
Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what 𝖘𝖘𝖈 was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right now, right this moment.
Mr. 𝖘𝖘𝖈 turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. 𝖘𝖘𝖈 spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over the torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. 𝖘𝖘𝖈 winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not
They
true.
both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to affect change. Very convenient that your way just happens to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other,
Uh-oh.
both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge. Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
And the stillness, he began to weep. That's
And
my
in
only
the
option.
stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This'll all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
We can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll all see where their loyalty falls. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
Bad ending again?
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole,
Oh no.
punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Uh-oh. 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 Bad ending.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant.
No.
That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end.
The end.
Well,
Another end.
That was dire. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from.
Yep, we found out.
Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Yep. Alright, so there's nothing I can do here. Nothing here. So everything is on this side now, right? Oh, so I go up this way and then I will go up this way first. I'm almost done the game, I think. Alright, so Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option he had left. No, flight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches.
Oh,
He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See ya, jerks. And they just ziplined away. Sigh, fine. We know where that leads them. This way. We'll take the tunnels. Ooh, the tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced
Secret
as
tunnel.
they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the?
What the?
That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice.
Ice.
Chapter 5.
Chapter 5.
Signs.
Signs.
They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed
I'm back
across
here
the
again.
terrain.
But with Iggy instead. That was actually pretty badass. Uh-huh. I think we lost them. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. Then what's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearing. Follow me. Find a way home. Is there any way this way? Luca, are you here?
Luca
are you
had
there?
almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘. I hope nothing bad has happened to you in those woods.
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be
With a
rude.
resigned sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy. You Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I've never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom was sure a handful.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving. Alright, we moving. There's nothing here. Oh, what's the readout? Sitting above 258 Kelvin. Oh, that's cold. That's down a bit from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Meh, still fine, still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's just get this over with. What was that? What's all this? Hard to say with all the snow. I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out letters under there. What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with there. Step 1. Snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do. What am I gonna do? Wipe the snow off? But how am I gonna wipe the snow off? Just hit it? Okay. Alright. Nice. Welcome to Beacon Pines.
Stared in
What?
disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
This doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How did we get back here? I guess we got turned around. Where did all the snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. That's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. The puddle we fought at before, it was cold too. Maybe all of this leads to one source. You think it's related? What the hell is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving. It's a Beacon Pines 2.0.
The fencing listened. Each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like the stuff they put up around 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘. The stuff who put up? I don't know. This stuff looks familiar to you? It looks like the barrel near the puddle I shoved me into, yeah. It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
What's minnows? Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't have time to run. Or, you know, swim run. I guess it's a type of fish.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖑𝖘 stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even going to save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed. And everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy. Iggy is gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry.
No.
Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion and more than a little guilt.
It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to
But
Iggy.
you're gonna sleep in the cold? That's not safe. Let's just rest for a
The
bit.
boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
Doesn't that mean they're gonna die? They're gonna die in the cold. The way the snow covered everything over. It's kind of calming. Yeah. Well, I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. I sort of froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously, but that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Geez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cool things trying to get into
Iggy
fights?
shrugged.
It's something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? Sometimes I feel empty. You don't understand. You wouldn't understand. You and Rolo always having a blast together, laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Perfect little Luca Van Horn, with his perfect little life. Life is not perfect. Everyone in town likes you. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet and she already likes you. You have Tish.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
Yeah, that's true. All she says is yeah. I get that expression.
He cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Huh. It must be raining out here. Definitely.
He arched into a wide yawn.
We should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get the bottom of all of this.
Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Wait, aren't they? They're not supposed to be sleeping out in the cold, are they? They're gonna die. Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to the worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad.
The house smelled of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes.
Another nightmare.
Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Luca snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. No, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this.
Who's Sharper again? Oh, Sharper's the Valentine. Sharper Valentine.
Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched.
Yeah, what about your son?
Dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere? Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly.
This is a long dream.
Promise? Walt stood up and walked.
But it's like
to the
flashback
door.
dream, so.
He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
Oh. What's this?
A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off of me. Oh, it's so cute. Is that a bunny too? It's a bunny. It's so cute. Get your hands off me.
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me, you?
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, scarfy-necked verbal. Let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you? A friend. An observer. A hitchhiker in the infinite expanse of possibility. Great, how about a name? You must call me something. You can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with
If you must call me
gratification.
something. How about you make like a gnat and buzz off? Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait, do you live here? You might say that. So, you know where we are? You might also say that. Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. You gonna help us or not? Before knowing how to leave, we must know where they are. Alright, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here, one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well, I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
What? Okay, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepwood, or we teleported to some alternate universe, or this is all just some cruel experiment by Kurt and his goons. But this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. At last, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines, the original true Beacon Pines. You both grew up here, but the town you called your home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair. Oh wait, so they grew up here and then they moved out for a couple weeks because of the hotel thing, and that's what happened to the town, so they rebuilt the new town just to look like it. But a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. That's too much work. You'll need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane. Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover.
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
The source. Why'd you say the source like that? Why indeed?
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they
He
could.
looked down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this is really home.
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out,
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood. But I wanted to check the town, the fountain.
Chapter 6. The source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth.
Oh.
He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time I thought I was visiting you, but you've been here alone in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply.
Oh
Just
no.
snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh, Iggy, they stole this tree, Iggy. They stole his tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
Gotta hide. We gotta hide. Yeah, that's right. 259k. Fall off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them will never know the truth. The truth is
He
overrated.
bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey, don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah, come on. It's almost lunchtime. Oh, he side shuffled. Haha, weirdo. Here I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on
Luca
graves.
stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some
Iggy
advice.
gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Bonk. Hey, who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like some pushover. Who ya helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah blah blah. 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝑑𝖆𝑑𝑒𝑠, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell ya before? Some jerks come at ya acting like horse's ass. I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah. Kurt and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off the switcheroo for a reason, right? Nat mentioned something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Let's go explore. Whatever is at the source must be awfully valuable to perennial harvests. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to this precious source, wouldn't it? What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's big enough, too big, we smash it. Oh, what if it's too big to smash?
He flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make things right, Dad, I promise. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Locate the source. I know where it is. I went there in my other timeline. It can get awful cold out there in those woods, Luca. Probably best you to stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rollo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh heavens no. Do I seem like a killer to you?
Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Aw shucks, now that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. Yeah, that's right, screw that guy. Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
Oh, what's that? Long story. So a few years back I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not that wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. That good stuff. So why did you bury it under a tree? That's the long part of the story. You and Rollo were doing chores at Rollo's chicken coop. And you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
Same. No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were some primal fireworks. So I might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop? It was Iggy the whole time? I prefer to think of it as an incendiary decoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the look of your faces. Rolo got grounded for months, which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low, so I buried them under that tree. But when I came back for them later, they were gone. I figured some grown-ups found them and tossed them.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable. True. That's crazy. Right. You think this is a game? Newsflash, Boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who is in the way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was always partial to 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 myself. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for blast-off, loser. Let's go. Oh, that's the source. Crooked. Just like this whole stinking place. Oh, I got another charm. I'm surprised I got a charm. Well, let's see if there's anything else I can do while I'm here. Probably not, right? Alright.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! 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 Whoa. I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now. But why would they dig a giant hole? I think this is it. That's the source. This is the source? It's a dang hole? How do we smash a hole? Oh, how's he there? How's he not cool? Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Kurt, where's Rolo? I wasn't lying before, he's safe. Well, safer than you two, at least. Drats, it's cold. You had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a dozy of a question. This is the source where they collected the unrefined.
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh heavens no, my role is merely a flash of a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us? You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey. The point is that we all play our part in life. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime, and you happen to be extras ready for your curtain call. We aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not gonna be so winning after we're done with you. Now boys, there's no need for melodrama? Ah, whatever. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Scene change. Huh? What the heck? There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
What are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop. Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you, regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these into your precious hole? Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. What? What does that mean? Boop boop boop? That's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool. Call off your goons. Oh.
After a long pause, chaos, Mr. Kerr
Yo,
flung up
he's
his hand in
sweating, but like
frustration.
his sweat is not freezing up in this cold. Very well. We can all head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here. Nice threat, Iggy.
Mr. Kerr
Good job.
sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Oh. Whoa.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through
Oh
Luca.
no, maybe Iggy shouldn't have thrown it like that.
Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side.
What is this?
Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped. His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child, what have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. How, what channel do I use? It doesn't make a damn difference, they're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way to get us out of here is if Kerr's out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself. If he lets go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. Oh. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you just actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Same. Long life? I'll have you know, I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing part of 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Prum dum dum what? Pretty dum dum. Wow, can you believe this guy?
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't going to kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Now I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr. Iggy, no.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
No. As I told you what you needed to do with bullies, I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
Calm settled over Iggy's face.
No. Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Luca had no choice but to... Should I accept Iggy's request?
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request.
It's a dying man's wish, come on. Gotta accept, right?
Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good. Goodbye.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Oh. That's Iggy showing a sign that Iggy's still alive, right? It's all facing upwards, so... Hell of a goodbye, Iggy. Oh no. Oh no. Luca, you really should step back. What? Quickly. Oh. I'm back, welcome. Welcome to Nyan. I knew you would come back before I can finish the game. Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have just been the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway. How? 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself, but doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. So the gunk makes things cold and fireworks made the whole freeze over? That's one way of putting it, yes. As some luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think that what would have happened in that
You have
case.
some idea what that would look like.
It will take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again. If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my way. Each one of us has a role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine was to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my
A
role?
fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘. You are going to save the world.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny.
Am I then? To be continued?
Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
There's a second part?
Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm?
Huh?
Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy.
Same.
No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels.
Same.
Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Yeah. Oh, there's more than that? Alright. What can I do? Oh, I got home. So I can go that way now? Well, let me do the refuse first and see where that goes.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request.
At least I got my
He
first good
tightened his
ending,
grip
I
and
think.
reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his
A
pocket.
wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair.
Huh.
Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder.
Oh,
Take
thanks.
them away. A swarm of hands overpowered
Thanks.
Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end.
Oh, bad ending. Wasn't surprised.
I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Alright, at least I got to experience that one. So this branch is good. This one I need to wait for more stuff to do. So we will go explore this branch now. We will hum. So he began to hum.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his
So
mother.
if you're confused as to what's happening, I'm kind of jumping between branches, so it's like different types of like possibilities, because I got more charms to unlock the other parts kind of thing. So that's what's happening right now.
Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud. Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
The giant ice thing? Oh, so pretty much what happened was, this is called the source. It's a giant hole. And they are in the original town, but everyone in the town got moved to a new replica town. But for some reason, these characters just found their way into the original town, and they were trying to destroy the source. And by destroying the source, what happens is it froze up the whole town. So that was all the bad endings, or some of the bad endings that I got, because the town got frozen over. So yeah. It's kind of hard to explain.
The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How did you know? Wait, so which town gets frozen? The original one got frozen already, but if this source gets destroyed, then the new town also gets frozen. Yeah, it's confuzzling. I'm so sorry, little buckaroo. So what happened was, just now I stopped Gran from destroying the source, because Gran was about to throw in the torch and it'll destroy and freeze everything over. Because I unlocked this path, I unlocked a new charm to do this humming thing. But before it was just cry or weep. So what happened was she just destroyed it. So now I'll get a new branch. Buckaroo, the only people who called me that are my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry,
Wait,
watery eyes,
that's her
trying
mom
to
then.
see more clearly.
So instead of her being Gran, she's actually mom, and mom just probably got hit by the green goo thingy puddle and looks older now. That's probably what happened.
He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother.
It's
Only
mom.
smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, Buckaroo. Mom.
Luca
Gasp.
sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother.
So it's not Gran, it's mom.
They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were gone? You should have known I would never abandon my
Eleanor
son.
looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right there, Luca. Right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they won't care who gets hurt in the process. Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. Oh no. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with
For
fire.
the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold hard
Luca
truth.
gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. Let's go. Let's go, guys. He's just gonna stay there, kneeling, contemplating life. You don't understand. He always wins. Who's he? Who is this he?
Chapter 9. The devil you know.
Oh.
7 months ago.
Prologue?
Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘. There were dozens of them. Every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
Oh, we're back at the party. And that is what change is all about. Yeah. And the crew. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar. Excuse me? I will not. This town has a dangerous secret and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd. That's just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated... Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to. You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please. Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true, and now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable, so that she can get the help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. Oh. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... Oh. Wait a minute. Is that kid? That kid's what was his name again? Stephen? The original founder. He turned into a mini one probably. That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. It's like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter your failures are yours to bear. Wait, no matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir? It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Yes, sir, of course, sir. You have done quite the work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Carter gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
Oh,
In one smooth motion,
he's gonna drink
he
it and he's
downed
gonna
its
turn
contents.
old. He's gonna turn into his original self. He probably has like a drink just to make him tiny or like younger, and then one to make him older. That's crazy.
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me... Oh yeah, Sharper. Sorry, I forget his name. Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Huh? Huh? What the heck? What the heck?
A hushed horror gripped the crowd.
Oh, he grew up,
This
guys.
is a
Even
story
his
about change.
even his soup got bigger too. What? No. Ah, so you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
I just saw it coming just now, so oops. Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Huh? So it's a Sharper Valentine festival? What the heck? Man. Ha, wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard. Malice. Ooh, another charm. I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you away with it again. Let you get away with it. Okay. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some missed this since, Mr. Kerr.
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward. Oh, goodbye. Does anyone else have something to contribute?
Helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me, and that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy? I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give, the opportunity to prove yourself in my absence. Squandered. To say I am disappointed would be an understatement, but I... Silence, Augustus. I don't even remember how I said it before. Augustus. Oh, Augustus, yeah. An adult is speaking. I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you filled me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? But what about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There is no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me with no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter. Cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging doctor, desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part and soon he'll be able to play the lead man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of perennial harvest? Ha! You think that puffed up 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖑𝖘 would have accomplished all of this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and build this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take a bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Patrick 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘, thespian extraordinaire at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It was truly the role of a lifetime. Wait, so this Bill Kerr was Patsy the whole time? Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know that each and every person in this town... Wait. I know what each and every person in this town fears most, and I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Ha, young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity if things would have gone a bit differently. You might have had your moment of triumph, but that's fate for you. You can't do this? Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought, but well worth it. Ha!
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Practice knuckles. Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And
Bad
so,
ending?
Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous. A secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end.
I can't tell if this is bad ending or good ending.
This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
I got malice for this one now. Wait, so does that mean this is done or is it not done? I can't tell. I don't think this is done. Looks like there's more to it. Oh my gosh, I still have so much to do, guys. At this rate, I'm not gonna finish for another 3 hours. Luca peered up at Mr. 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘's eyes. Oh, there was a malice. Yeah.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes. Like a trap ready to spring.
Oh yeah, this is when I got tossed into the elevator thing. Luca felt the weight of 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖆𝑑's hand on his shoulder.
Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
Ron, I just want this to be all over. Of course, I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'll check for Rolo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝑑's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. Alright, good to know. Thanks. Thanks, man. I don't know if I trust you. Oh, who's that? This festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a good thing to behold. I agree. This is all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It would be a shame if someone...
The two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
What are they gonna do to the sign? Hello, hello, ma'am. He looked down and muttered a gruff voice. Mama always told me my problems would look smaller once I grew up, but my problems always seemed to grow right along with me. Heavens, I sense big trouble ahead. Oh yeah, me too. I sense big trouble too. Alright, let me see if I can go to the diner. Oh, the diner is not open? Hey Don. Yawn. Is it true about Rolo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking up on reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights, your typical shady stuff. Who would be doing all that and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. The perennial harvest certainly has the resources. You have any idea where Rolo could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you see him last? We were in Weepwood, right by Valentine's fertilizer. I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I'll do my best work at night. Okay, thanks. Alright, well I can't go to the diner, so I'll just do what I need to do and go look for... Oh, what's this? Identify yourself, please. Nellie Modewell. I work here now. I am unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight to get few things done. Hold please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Same. Whoa. You could get a wrench to the noggin stealing up on a guy like that. Oh, he's sneaking. Sorry. Don't scare a man when he's junkin', Sonny. Evening, Jeff. Isn't it kinda late to be junking? I might as well ask the same thing of you. Find anything good? Bah. Ever since Perennial Harvest moved in, even the junk is trash. You can learn a lot about a person by looking at what they throw away. With this bunch, it's all shredded paper and coffee cups. I'd better get going. I didn't see nothing if you didn't see nothing. Same. See what? Exactly. Alright, cool. I don't want to talk to him. This is like usual. Nope, nothing. Alright. Well, I should see if I need to fish anything while I'm here. Anything new? Oh, I got croquet? Okay, I can do croquet.
Tied a bent nail onto the line. If all you have is a hammer.
Alright, let's see if I can catch anything good. Haven't fished in a while. In a couple hours. Ooh, what's this? Picture? A photo. It's a photo of you and Uncle Joseph. Let me see that. Huh. Look at those two young folks. How'd it end up at the bottom of the pond? Who can say? Some things are just hard to explain. I miss Uncle Joseph. How come he doesn't come fishing with us anymore? He's busy with his new job at Valentine's. What's a new job got to do with him fishing with us? That's complicated. Like I said, some things are hard to explain. Yeah, just like how the game's hard to explain. Oh, I got an achievement for catching all the fish. Okay, that's good. Well, that's quite a haul. Feels like a good time to pack up. Oh, a little bit longer. If things lasted forever, they might not feel as special, huh? I guess. I'll make you a deal, Buckaroo. If you ever feel like you need to talk about anything at all, you just say, let's go fishing, and you know what and I'll know what you mean. Like a secret password? Yeah, top secret. Neat. Cool, cool. I think that's it, right? What a perfect day, yeah. Alright, that's it. I got everything here, so I don't need to come back anymore. I'm here! Rolo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rollo! Sigh. Where's Rollo then? Rollo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag.
Same.
He conceded to its lumpy embrace.
Wait at the treehouse in case Rollo shows up. Done. I didn't even know I had that the whole time.
Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed.
Wait, he
into
can
the
dream
cold
about the
flame,
source even though
waiting.
he's never been there in this line, in the storyline?
Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket, a keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be, all..." Luca found himself staring at
pressed it
his
too
father's
quickly.
face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. "Wait? For what?" Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you." Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real?" Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. "Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me." Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you?" The doppelganger choked back tears. "I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone." Does that make sense?
Doesn't make sense to me,
Through
I
his
don't know.
tears, Luca laughed. "I think so." His father pulled him in for an embrace. "Time to go, Buckaroo."
Time to go. Oh. Oh,
Luca was startled
who's
from
that?
his dream by a banging on the floor.
Banging on the floor. Are you in
A
there?
commanding voice rumbled from below.
Who's that?
Just
What's
as
happening?
Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Spooky. Bad ending?
Chapter 5. Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Who's that? Oh, that's Roxy, I think. Stop right there, or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who are
The
you?
large figure
Wait.
cocked its head inquisitively.
Wait, is that Rollo, but older Rollo? That's bigger Rollo. He got hit by the grow older thing, probably. I don't know. Stop right now, or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Take it easy, Luca. You need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Ha ha ha, uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it's really you, prove it. Flaming chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw
Ah,
dropped.
same.
He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo.
Yep,
Only bigger, older,
yep.
changed.
Older Rollo. How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. What? Where did they take you? Don't know. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big. Look,
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Rollo, it wasn't just your hands. My feet too? Dang, Pom just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
Uh-oh. What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo. Same. Rollo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of green crude. Ew. Actually, yeah, I thought that was rude too. Or crud, sorry. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It kind of tasted like licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sorta smashed open my cage and escaped. Whoa, you've smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome. Well, I'm glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger, huh?
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Oh. Hiya, fellas. Hey, fellas. What's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Same. Ah. Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened, and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know, this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. Oh, I just realized Beck also dyed the hair blue now. So, we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean our silly little mission control. I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I can hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rollo. Beck, you had something bizarre happen? You said something bizarre happened? Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
Anything you say around here, you can say around Rollo. Around me. I can't read. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
I can't type, I can't read, but then to be fair, it's like 6 hours into reading. Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try to salvage my hair, so I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Yeah, very cool, now you have blue hair. Just need to play it cool, and hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing, I was just... Come over here and let me have a look. Okay, Aunt Honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. This is gonna take forever to grow out. You were the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. What? Did I misread again? I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck. He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. You are not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough for her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. And the people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains, you'll get used to it. I can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from this one. And is that why you're better at talking to plants and people? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nelly come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep. I kind of like the blue hair though.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey, but that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more,
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think about how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like this look. Me too. Great. Can we get back to the story now? This next part is the important bit. I have this radio I upgraded with my mom, and I was too angry to sleep, so I tried to dial in something worth listening to. Oh, Mr. Kurt, are you there? Mr. Kurt? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on our new lead researcher of Deep Engineer? 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 seems to be integrated nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. I will make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good. You know how I feel about those loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she has finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have some more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the endgame, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risk. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay just for a bit. Oh? It's just we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline, and rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You are only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh my gosh, so much reading. Whoa. Yeah. So, just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like actually killing someone? Capital murder?
𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. Nah, as far as we know, Kerr is the top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounds scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana in the field. What the hell is my mom caught up in? Has she talked about the job much? Not really. She says she's going to come in and continue a work of someone she respected. Luca, do you think that body of the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck, it seems like Nelly's predecessor got loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Yep, me too. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't she come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta get in and get her.
Flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this'll help. You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome map for my mom's PH orientation day. But it allows the... Wait, but it shows the layout. Sure looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's a reception area. There is a big room marked Founder's Office. It even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
Same. I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist.
Chapter 6. The Heist.
The
They
heist.
spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology. Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
Alrighty. Alright, quick recap. Rollo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial? It's my middle name. What? I don't even know what that means. Oh no. And how do you plan to explain your
He
new
waved vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance? Bah, she'll be so happy I'm alive, she won't even
Beck
notice.
snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Ilona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. When she understands the danger Nellie is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay, that leaves me with Jeff and Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of
They
something.
each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Yep. Well, Godspeed. Let's go. Enlist the help of Jeff. Enlist the help of Iggy and Tish. Alright, I'm on a mission. Can I go to the food place now? Oh, it's so empty here. Wait, let me interact with her first. Undaunted, he shook his head. Over? No. Endings are merely a state of mind. This doesn't end until I give up. Wow. I admire the conviction. But can he really pull through? I hope so. Any updates? Leon, you ever wondered why an agricultural company employs an army of survey taskers? The clipboards? They say they're just trying to make us happy. Do they want to make us happy, or just figure out what makes us happy? An important distinction. True. Man, I can't get into the diner. Alright, where are they at? Where do I look for them? I'm looking for Iggy and Jeff. Hello. Maybe down here? Where are they at? Oh, let's go hit the watermelon a bit. Haven't hit it in a while, you know? Alright. Where are they at? Oh, there's Jeff. Hey Jeff, what can I do for you? Well, I know how much you hate Perennial Harvest. Hate's a strong word. Oh, sorry, I mean, I didn't say it was a wrong word. Gotcha. So we're gonna break into their headquarters and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
Hee hee. You see, I knew you kids were alright. Great, so you'll
The
help?
joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
No, not a chance. But give me one good reason why I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Junk. Yeah, what of it? Sonny, I've got more junk than a king has copper. Ain't interested. Man, do I have to do it again
Luca
until I
wasn't
get...
ready to give up so easily. He shouted out again.
Alright, let's try another word. Fight. I've done enough fighting for one lifetime and more than my share of losing. Time's come to hang up the gloves. Alright, that ain't it either. Hi?
Jeff's brow perked up.
What'd you say? Go ahead and hide
Sensing
then.
subtraction, Luca carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and they all do. But you'll never hear him say I hid from
One
nothing.
good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
I got you there. What was it you kids needed? Some sort of disguise. You've got just the thing. And while we're at it, that crate should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know? I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gobs would cover it. Put it on my
Luca
tab?
offered out his open hand to seal the deal.
Yep.
With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Yay! Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. Nice. Enlisted. Jeff. Now I need to look for Iggy and Tish. Oh, found them. Hey Tish, look who it is. Luca, are you here to try to tickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
Iggy raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of poop to each other.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong. But lately life has been kinda hard. You know? Hard? Yeah, well, life's always hard. Get over it. We ain't interested. Oh no, I picked the wrong word.
Luca knew they'd need Iggy and Tish to pull this off. He tried again.
We've both been giant bags of poop.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
But lately life has been kinda strange. You know?
Iggy considered the point.
Things have been weird around here, so I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say? What do you say? What you say we pull our hostilities, at least for now. Pull? We don't pull away from nothing. Bless up. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know.
Iggy
Alright,
gave
I'm
a
close though. Alright. A strange.
Iggy considered the
And then we break our hostilities, at least for now. We do like breaking things, even if a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest
A
HQ.
wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn, I'm impressed. After all this is done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
Nice. Did you hear that, Tish?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang out at the treehouse.
A single tear ran down Tish's
Yes,
cheek.
causing chaos. That's the plan. I never expected this day to come. How wonderful. Yay. I think I'm
Chapter
near the
7.
end of the story.
Into the hive. A good heist requires preparation. And thorough preparation takes time. Something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. "We are locked and loaded on my end." And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach perennial harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe.
90% confidence or something, I
Rollo took a
think.
few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Just stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. Same. Got your delivery here. A delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the records. Let's go! Infiltration! Our harvest awaits and such.
With a stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. We're in! Package here for the founder. Oh, and I didn't hear anything about... Yeah, this is a need-to-know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
I think I'm almost near the end, guys. I hope. This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this
Rollo
form.
interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
Our harvest awaits. Sir? That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. Our harvest awaits. Ready to light this candle, Tish? Yep. Suck on this. Oh. Thanks for the hearts, kinda. That spooked me. Suck on this perennial ham fist. What was
The
that?
distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Did you just wake up again, Kana? Or were you awake the whole time? Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
The clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay. Same. Ha ha ha. Phew. That was close. Alright, let me drink more of my milk tea. Okay. Our harvest awaits. Hey, I figure when in doubt, stick with the classics. No, that was a cough. I was trying to cough away. But thank you. I've just been reading for so much, so you know, gotta clear the throat. A very sickly. I'm not sick. You're sick. I'm not sick, you're sick. Yeah. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. I'm spreading it? No, you're not spreading it. Don't worry. It's just I've been talking for like 6 hours and 45 minutes, okay? I've been reading for so long. Alright. Everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck, in case she needs some muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. Locate the founder's office. We're going this way. We're going east. Oh, that's odd. There's not even any cups for water. Interesting. Where am I? Am I going the wrong way? Oh no. You can do it. A halt to nowhere. What's going on here? Is this some sort of mind game? I just want to check all corners, you know? Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you
A
okay?
veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I am most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how'd you know? They brought me here and locked me up, and when they were distracted, I ran. Dang, okay, you should stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah. Rollo and Beck are headed to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. We can't leave just yet, but they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door named Mark Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. It was just down this way.
I happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with the consequence. Oh, here it is. He just walked in from there. So it is... It's pretty lucky I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
But Solomon just came out of there.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like
Luca
that.
smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. Oh, what's happening? Oh, she's about to destroy the electricity. I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Howdy. Good afternoon. Oh,
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
how did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us. Sigh. Alright, we're in.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in. Oh. Rollo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck at a locked door marked 24601. We need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets.
Same.
The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
How did you just guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rollo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the Founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Yeah, that's right, Solomon. Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rollo, I think this should do it. Bingo, bango, doors open. Luca, you never fail to impress. What is that slippery lout even doing down there? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Luca, I think we're close. The next door is marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. No, crap, we've got company. Luca, must go faster. One sec, I can't think with all this noise.
He quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806. Go, go, go. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. No, he was trying to ruin our plan. I know it. Aw man, no water cups. Same. Rolo. That's what I said earlier too. Rolo, are you okay? Rolo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms, they're trapped.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rolo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost them. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Sorry. Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us. How'd they get in? Nope. Yeah, that's right, kick him in the leg. Make a break for it. Did that little shit just kick me? Don't just stand there, after them. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rolo, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off that they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Mom! Oh honey, what did you do with your hair? Wait, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy I finally used the 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who is your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars, consistent with 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the hell is going on at this place? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘. It pulls energy from its surrounding in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖑𝖘 into the product. It works wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of time, but it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial harvests came in to clean up the mess to succeed where Valentine failed, but 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖑𝖘 is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifesting of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists, yes. I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖑𝖘 to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
Oh no. You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make, so I fixed them and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Meh, those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyways. It sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I've sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott is dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. Gasp. That's why we gotta get you out of here. Like now. Wait, the vial. I finally solved the chemical equation, allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail. Luca, we've got Dr. Modwell heading your way now. Roger that, be careful. Everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info? Well, I don't like this guy. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
I should just smother you right now. Oh my gosh, what's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system, time card logs, payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
You just wait. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. Anything here? Anything here? Oh, there you go. It looks like the founder was helping her plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will
Luca
tell.
held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been in here recently. Yo, it's this guy. This little guy's been smoking. It's this guy. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You didn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it. Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Rolo, before we start tossing blame around, is it possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We are so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. He's about to open it. Everyone else huddle up. Oops. I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no. Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Mr. Modwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer. All connected by a single thread, yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought.
Oh, so many hard words, guys. I'm struggling.
Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Ha, yes. Now you've got it. Tempest Liquimine, you discovered how to reverse the process?
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Wow. Very good, Dr. Modwell. Very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my taste. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work, which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a
Luca
taste.
jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him. Luca, over here. Move another inch and I'm smash
She
it.
held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or if you're lucky, nothing happens, then what? We'll capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
Deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. If there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you, we both know there is only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded.
No.
Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Oh, it's probably the wrong vial. Imagine she just switched it. Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
The blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. Imagine he took the wrong vial. Okay, and to think all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Ha, I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be part of something great, but the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
Muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After this festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. Alright, what's happening now? Well, crap. What can I do? I can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rolo, you need some time. You just need some time. Rolo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
No. Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to. I know, it's just we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heal. All heals? It's the wrong heals, right? Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now. She has something to say. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short, so he left behind a letter with the hope that it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an accident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
Is she survived? Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one would have control over something as powerful as time itself. Now I believe that's why he began to he began to intentionally sabotage his own work, and it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull.
What's happening?
Chapter 8. Comeuppance.
What does that mean? What does comeuppance mean?
Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖆 to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone.
What? How'd that happen?
Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo.
Oh.
With Fratelli and 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖆 at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door.
Are we gonna get a good ending now?
Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Oh. She fought 1v3'd over there, probably. Oh, it was a 3v3. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nelly. We're here to save Rollo. Hey, Mrs. Lucas Gran. That's awful nice of you, but I'm fine. Oh no, what did they... Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
No.
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No. Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be sure about that. Oh, she switched the content.
With a
I knew it.
mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
I might have tweaked this wonder potion with a little malice.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice? The whiskey from his office? Yep, dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his growth juice could use a little hair on the dog. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Disappeared? Evaporated? Kaboom disappeared? Oh yeah, he is kabooming. Oh, what the heck? He did kaboom just now. Now that's what I call 80 proof whiskey. Damn, dude. I knew it. He went kaboom just now.
In stunned silence at the now empty stage. The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance. He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again.
Yay.
Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh.
Happy
First,
ending.
A low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end.
Yay! Happy ending!
That was unexpected. Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say? I'm only writing the damn thing.
Yay! I think I got everything, right? Oh, I didn't get... Oh yeah, I didn't try all the other ones, so there's still a bit more to do. So let me just see what other endings I can get. With the little junk. Let's try that.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
What's gonna happen now? Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes that he drank his own cigar ash. How did ashes get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. Pa always says bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. You can all call me Harper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green
Belching?
mist.
Oh no. It's gonna be like melted kaboom. What? It's more like a ash turned into ashes. Oh, because it's like ashtray, you know? Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit. True.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines, a new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end.
The end.
Well,
cool.
I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying. If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
Alright, let's try the other one. Let's try the change. He's probably gonna turn into like a baby or something.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Oh, yeah, I popped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that gonna do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared
Is that the
into
same
a
thing?
belching green mist.
Huh? Oh, baby. Holy crap, he's a baby? Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? That was... What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child.
Same.
She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what we do what Valentines always do. What must be done? I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper. Same. That would be a great help, thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue.
Epilogue.
Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Yay, happy ending, finally, after so many bad endings. Oh my gosh. Oh, cool shirt. Oh, you're wearing the same sweater again anyways. Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. Check in with Rollo at the treehouse. Sounds good. Alright, we going. Can I open this?
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Yay. Cause that's mom. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna... Do I need to check the area? Oh. Hello. But I can't walk. Oh my gosh. Hello. Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing, but now I enjoy it. Sounds good. I'ma just go then. So what happens to that grave that's no longer a grave, you know? Because this is just like a replica. Oh. They moved it back probably? Cool, cool. Same. Yay. Oh. Hello. I hear you and Rolo have big plans for that little tree house. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rolo 1 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 rule. So we decided to expand, but at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nelly and Ilona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into School of Agriculture up at the state. Also, Nelly says she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I can't help but worry about leaving Rolo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he's had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't mean grown literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, cause it'll go to his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Hehehe. I like this music. This is happy ending music. Oh. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Ilona and Nelly for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning the sidewalks. What's
When
next?
perennial harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Yay. Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. Sounds good. You can count on us. Well, looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now this right here is something I can be proud of. Same. Cool. Do I interact with everyone? How's the napping this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting greener every day. Nice. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nelly's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the names serve as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is go slow and fix things. Amen to that. Cool, cool, cool. Can't really go here. Better not dilly-dally? Oh, okay. That's a sign that I'm almost done, guys. No more exploring. Let's see what he has to say. Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, an honest to goodness, flip-floppin', swim-swammin' fish. I didn't think I'd ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I caught one. I'd say it's a good omen. What'd you do with the fish? Oh, I released it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. Sounds like a plan. That's a good sign. Ooh, what is happening? A little higher. Yup. A little lower. What the heck? Yup. A little higher. Yup. I'm telling ya, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Same. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yup. Same. They'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. We really want that. If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. Sai, you're right. Lead the way. Check in with Beck at her house. Alright, we're going to check. Oh wait, I forgot to see if there's anything I need to interact with here. Anything here? Do I need to go around the place? Just gotta check with everything, you know? No? Okay. Cool. Just gotta make sure. Don't wanna miss the good stuff. Alright. Let's go! Let's go! Oh. The young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I, so we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, you know, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Modeville, and she said she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. Oh, for all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That's subjective, yes, but reality, all I can do is try and hope. 2 activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job, and the whole town is ready to help out however we can. I can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. Same. Alright, what do you have to say? He looks to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes,
Yay!
Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Yay! Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. She missed everything. Anything here? Luca, you want a biscotti? On the house. I don't really have time. Cereal, you gotta come see this. I finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. Aw, Lumi. If I didn't know better, I would think you're proud of something. As if I know. It's too late. You are now officially the person that cares. Cool. Exploring everywhere. Oh, they got rid of the thingy. The history thing museum. Hey Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour? Sure thing. My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He said it builds character. I think he meant to say it builds calluses. Builds character. Yeah, it builds something, alright. I never noticed that they were father-daughter this whole time. Oh my gosh. Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
He playfully waggled an apple.
No thanks, just saying hello. Well, hello then. Mind telling your mom we need a new crate of jam? Already? It's funny, I used to hide this stuff in the back, terrified that someone would find out about our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam. Same. Alright, gotta hit the... Okay. Gotta hit the watermelon. Wow, back for seconds? If it's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone. But it's pretty tasty while it lasts. I'm inclined to agree. Cool. Alright. What else is here? I gotta talk to this guy. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of the 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖑𝖘 at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Cool. Last Chance Diner. I still want to go to the diner. Oh, it's open! The diner's open! Get to cook everything now. Yawn. I'm glad you swung by. More follow-up questions for their story? Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to a reporter in the capital city. They offered me an internship. Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. I didn't know about all that. Wait, I don't know about all that. A story about a foreign corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mineshaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals. Sort of writes itself if you think about it, yeah. Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in and see what sort of new trouble you've gotten yourself into. Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over. Ha, we both know that's not true. What makes you say that? Call it a reporter's intuition. Well, technically I'm adventuring right now. Oh. Eh. Can I interact with her? Can I interact with her?
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me? Would you be so kind to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me. I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed.
Same.
With a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as the lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather in the wind. You're going on vacation? For the first time in years, and I've got you and your mom to thank. Why is that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner when I'm gone, just like old times. It's fine, I'll wait. Alright, gotta finish up
Luca
this.
squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
I gotta finish taking all the orders, guys. We have a lot of orders to take. Good afternoon, Mr. 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘. Achoo! Sorry, these allergies have been killing me. Haven't been able to smell a thing all day. I almost sold Miss Hatch a gallon of spoiled milk this morning. Got anything to help clear these darn sinuses? Whatever it takes, I just want to be able to smell again. What's that? What's good to make you smell? A stinky fish? Alright, we're doing stinky fish. What's... pungent? Alright, onion. We're doing double onion. Here. Achoo! Not right? I'll need something to... a little spicier, I'm afraid. Okay. Gotta change the spices. So gotta spicy it. So gotta do this. Like that. Fish and spicy. I call this one a cod for the common cold. Oh my, that's spicy and stinky. I'm sorry, I'll try again. No, don't you see what this means? I can smell again. Looks like your father isn't the only doctor in the family. Nice. Hey, Miss Hatch, what can I get you? Oh, I'm not terribly hungry. Something snack size if you could. Snack size? What's a snack size? What's something small like that? What's something small? Is this snack size? What's something like that? Does that work? I'll call it the novella. Lovely. Nice. This just in. Last chance diner overrun by gremlins. I'm not a gremlin,
Mr.
Luca.
Wilder adjusted his monocle jokingly.
I stand corrected. In that case, would you believe I have a craving for a burger? You've come to the right place. Indeed. I'll have a nice juicy burger topped with onion. Alright. Gotta do like a big burger, right? Like that one and then topped with onion. Stop the presses, we have a misprint. Remember, juicy burger topped with onion. Okay, maybe too much burger. that. Man, I thought he would want a lot of burger. Stop depressed, we have a misprint. A juicy burger? What? Am I doing it wrong? Man, cooking is hard. Oh, this is a juicy burger. I couldn't tell. Or I didn't pay attention, okay? Here you go. I call it the Wilder. I know, you know I love a good byline. Many thanks. Alright, this one. If it isn't little Luca. Hey, Uncle 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘. How come you haven't been around the house lately? Well, your dad and I had a little disagreement is all. How's he doing? Has he mentioned me? Not really, he's been busy lately. Sometimes he doesn't come home from work before bedtime. Is that so? Well, tell him I'm thinking of him. You seem sad. Nonsense. What can I get you for lunch? As a matter of the fact, I don't have much of an appetite right now, but Uncle 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖑𝖘, you gotta eat. I'll make you something special. That'll cheer you up. What's that? What am I gonna make? I don't even know what I'm gonna make. What's something? It's gotta be like this, right? I don't know. Does that work? I'm sorry, Luca. It seems I can't muster much of an appetite. Hand on. I'll make you something to cheer you up. Okay. Do I just do like a normal burger with a smiley face or something? I don't know. I don't know what he wants. I'll call it the Cheers Looking at You Kid. One burger with the side of good vibes. Oh, Luca, you sweet boy.
Mr. 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 reached down and patted Luca's shoulder with an enormous hand.
Yay. You got a lot of your daddy in you, don't ya? I guess so. Run along. I'll do my best to clean my plate. How to reach that? Okay. Listen well, child. I am only gonna say this once. I require a well-done burger. Got it. When I say well done, I mean it. Well done, no problem. I fear you aren't grasping my request. I want the burger charred beyond recognition. I want it bitter and black. One burnt burger coming up, and topped with the most expensive thing you have. I don't know what's expensive. I don't even know what those stuff are. But I'll put a burnt burger with whatever this is, caviar. May I present the row, row, row your burnt true. I can't hardly believe it. You've done well. Mrs. Fratelli had caviar stashed back there. The woman is full of surprises. Very good. This will suffice. Alright. And then I have a coupon here for one free burger. What will it be? Well, I have a lot of mouths to feed. So give me the biggest burger you have. You must eat a lot, huh? You have no idea. Oh, and throw some lettuce on top. Alright, got you. The biggest burger I'll ever make you. With a lettuce. There you go. I call it too much is never enough. This should keep them at bay. Thank you. Done, so I'm done. Alrighty, looks like we've got everything we need. Let's get to feeding these folks. Oh, I already fed everyone. You made all the food yourself? What on earth did you put on the burgers? I just used what was lying around. Oh dear, that can't be good. Thanks again, Luca. Best burger I ever ate. Surprisingly competent. Everyone seems happy. You really are a remarkable boy, aren't you? Yes. Done. I've done everything here. Got my achievement. So I think that's it, right? And we'll just head out. Oh, head out. Oops. Did I interact with him yet? Probably. So the only way is this way now. Do I go library? I go library too, right? Gotta say hi to everyone.
Over the school year, 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖑𝖘 and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that when they cover up the source, they found a new species of fungus? Yep, and they were studying in the new labs. Did you know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the county? Yep, close to the population before perennial harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time.
Nice. I can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. The town? I was talking about 𝖘𝖘𝖆𝖑𝖘. I just finished the last issue. How was it? As great as usual. Hank finally returned to Earth. But I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. It just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Miss Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Huh, maybe I'll do that. Alright, who's here? This person.
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder.
I don't remember who Piper is.
Stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics.
Oh, that's the person that reads and studies a lot.
Was the first issue of 𝖘𝖘𝖆𝖑𝖆𝖑.
Piper, are you reading 𝖘𝖘𝖆𝖑𝖆𝖑? Do you mind not telling anyone? I've kinda got a reputation to uphold. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads 𝖘𝖘𝖆𝖑𝖆𝖑. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh, to experience it again for the first time. I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go? Sure thing. Sounds good. Alright, we're almost done finishing up. Gotta talk to this guy. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now. Oh my gosh, why is there like a squad of bunnies over here? What's happening?
With
Jeff's
perennial
wild
harvest
ride.
Gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on. Come one, come all. No one is too big, no one is too small. For Jeff's wild ride,
Maybe not completely unused.
just one piece of candy. Oh my gosh, it's a line of bunnies. That's so cute. For the ride of your life. Who's next? Me. Same. Guess what? Yesterday I saw a that's good. It's great. I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is gonna become the bug capital of the county. Alright, anything here? Anything here? Anything there? Nothing here. I can't really do anything here. Okay. 𝖘𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘. Wait, is there a path here? It looks like there's a path here, but there's no path. Alright, nothing left here to do. Gotta explore everything, you know? That's just how the game is. Can I oh.
The Valentine Mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Oh, that's the same thing as before. Alright, I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Really? Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Oh, where are we going? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, there's a tree. What am I supposed to do with this tree? My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. It's the whole town. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should be okay in the cult of Beacon Pines. Wait, old Beacon Pines. And thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. Alright, we're going on the wild ride. When you're ready, take Jeff's wild ride to old Beacon Pines. I think I interacted with everything, so I'm good to go. We will just make our way to Jeff's ride. That's such a cute tree, but I don't know if it'll survive the tube. Ah, you got it. That's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot. This ride's on the house. You're gonna wanna hang on tight to that little tree. Yeah, you probably should. Alright, we go in. Yay!
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. I know, you don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. No. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're part of our group. Missing? Wait, let me tell you a little story about a man named 𝖘𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘. Oh god. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. Yay! You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looks like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. Thanks. Hey Dad. Dr. Modwell says that over the next few years this place should warm up, so you don't have to be so cold for much longer. That's good. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in, big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go, but that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. What now? What now? I'm just stuck here? Oh, okay. Oh, yay! Done. Wait, and then, oh, there. Yay, close the book. Achievement. Credits. Gotta go through the whole credits, guys. While I am at it, I will look at who I should be rating. Probably, right? Any of you lurkers have someone that you want to watch? Any streamers that you guys would like to watch? Let me see who my options are. If you guys don't have anyone, I'm sending you guys over to a League streamer that I followed a long time ago. Alrighty guys, let's just finish all this first. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone. I don't know how long this is gonna be, but thank you all for watching. I will be back tomorrow to play some Minecraft. Wait, no, not Minecraft. Minesweeper. I'm playing Minesweeper tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna play a bit later than my usual time. But we'll see. Maybe I'll play earlier. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah. I will be playing Minesweeper tomorrow and Tetris the next day. But yeah, I will set up the raid and everything in case if any of you would like to copy and paste ahead of the time. Oh, this is my Discord. If you're not in it yet, I can't type. This is my Discord, and then I will raid this person. And then alright, so those that are my subs, you guys can use this. You guys can copy this. Oh wait, huh. Did I mess up? Oh yeah, that one. Or, oh wait, that's for followers, and then this is for subs. There you go. Yeah, if any of you would like to do that. I think you're all just lurkers right now, but it's okay. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. But yeah, let's just wait until this credit ends. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to click the subscribe and notification buttons for any future videos. Bye!